Yeah, like this. Ta, ba, ta, ba, ba, Here we go. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, welcome to Afternoon Tea with Cantiese, where we're pouring, not spilling, powerful tea into our souls. Hello, hello,
I tell you what, I am so excited because it is officially summer, one of my favorite seasons. Now, you know I love a sweater, but I like it when it's warm. I know y'all like, okay, it's hot. I know, but man, it's time to be outside, right? All right, enough about that. Welcome to Afternoon Tea with Cantiese, where we are gently pouring the essence of good old conversation, connection, love, all about supporting our journey of personal power. And that is actually what we're going to talk about today. But before we get started, I just want to remind you that this is in no way taking the place of you working with a professional licensed therapist one on one for yourself. But if you do need support, please reach out to me at www.livingmyworth.com, and I am happy to uh, direct you on where you may find support, even if it's not with me. Okay. All right. So just wanted to get that out of the way. And so let's start with our very first segment, and that is there is a T for that. I don't know if you all remember, or you probably do remember, because I think it still exists. There is this candy called Twizzlers, and it's made of licorice. It's a licorice candy. And I probably wouldn't dare eating that now, but for some reason we liked eating it when I was growing up. Well, today I am having an Egyptian licorice mint tea. Oh my gosh. And it is one thing about mint, because you know that's one of my favorites, one of the frequent flyers here on Afternoon Tea, is it is soothing. So, along with the soothing, the licorice provides support for our gastrointestinal system. It can help with arthritis, respiratory, cough, bronchitis, skin conditions. And so, I'm drinking some licorice root tea because I'm feeling a little some tingling in my throat, and I kind of want to, provide some soothing and some medicinalness. So I'm going to take a sip, and let me tell you, it is got a gentle sweetness that doesn't require a sweetener, for you to add a sweetener. And sometimes I put a Don Dairy creamer, but I'm taking it straight today. Um, and it is very, very, very good. I'm going to take another sip because I don't know if you hear the rasp in my voice, but mm, oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, wait a minute. Mm. Okay, so that is very, 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 very good. All right, so man, there has been Juneteenth, summer started. Did I mention summer has started? It's time for us to get outside. And I'm also hearing that this is men's mental health, not men's mental health, men's health month, which I wasn't aware of that. So maybe we'll have to do a little something for the fellas around here. But anyhow, today I want to focus our conversation on making sure that we know or that we exercise the power to be connected to our intrinsic resource and source of personal power in such a way that it informs how we relate to others, how we love, how we work, and all the good things. So, today, I want to talk to you about something that came up for me recently, and I wonder if it's coming up um, for other people. Hey, it might just be me, but I don't think so. I was going for a walk the other day, and I'm not even gonna lie, I tried to do a video, but it just didn't work out. The video wasn't videoing, and I just I okay. So anyway, this came up for me when I was going for a walk the other day because I actually ended up choosing one of my logo shirts to wear. So I'm going to show it to you. Here, you see it? Yep, here it is. Living my worth. This is my very first logo, my first brand. Um, if you will. Actually, my second brand to be, yeah, no, it was my second brand, sort of. And, this logo and this brand image to represent me and my work was created, oh my gosh, maybe I want to say at least 14, maybe 15 years ago. And the reason why that's significant is because when I had this done, a really wonderful friend of mine who's a graphic designer um, made this logo, like drew it by hand to represent kind of the essence of who he perceived me to be, and also what my passion and mission and vision seemed to be in terms of empowerment. And I just want to tell you, from that day to this day, I had no idea of what would become of living my worth. And what I mean by that is when it went on this shirt, it was more of an idea, a dream, a concept. I didn't have a business or a private practice. I hadn't been doing lives on social media. I barely posted. I definitely hadn't been speaking or being on panels or hosting retreats or any of that. And so I just realized something. It is time to celebrate. I have just been going and doing and letting a lot of ground, a lot of dust get under my feet, so to speak, a lot of ground being covered without really truly taking stock of where this all started. Y'all, it started with an idea. It started with a friend taking out a piece of paper and looking at my fro and going, oh, let me do this. And noticing the peace that was emanating from me and putting in the namaste and wrapping the words and the letters around each other. And I thought enough to put it on a shirt. To be honest, for me, it was something that I wanted, right? Because the truth is that I didn't really know what it was to live my worth. Mm. It was a statement of faith at the time. And let me tell you something. The things that we step out to do on faith, when we don't even really see it and we don't really know what will become of it, will come to fruition. And I am elated. I am in awe of me saying yes, yes to me, yes to God, yes to you, yes to uh, the power within to say I am going to live my worth. And not only am I going to live my worth, but I'm going to spread the living of my worth um, to other people. And so I'm hoping that me sharing this will be an inspiration, that the idea that you have, the thing that you've been working on, or the unction that keeps you up at night, that you will allow yourself to step out on faith. And so now, um, I hope that you uh, can take the time to allow yourself to get connected to what it is that your heart is saying, what it is that your spirit is drawing you to, because that's what I did. Um, Before there was ever um, another woman to empower, it was me in the mirror. And guess what? What keeps me is I don't ever leave me out. So, whatever I'm walking through, I am purposed and willing, able, ready to share my journey. So that's why I'm sharing this part of the journey, that it dawned on me as I was going for this walk and I was wearing one of my, actually, an older shirt, one of my old shirts. And I was like, wait a minute. Do you realize you're wearing your shirt? Like, this shirt is your shirt. This is your brand. And so that is the key point. I feel like I made another point, but I made that point to make this point. Okay. So I had to kind of give you the background of what I'm about to say. And that is this: what do you think will happen if I don't celebrate? When we don't celebrate, even if it seems small, even if it seems insignificant, even if you think, that was nothing, if we don't stop and celebrate the impacts that we are making, it makes it that much more difficult to keep going. And I realize I need a little celebrating up in here, right? So now the question is, well, how do you celebrate? I actually have people now. Some people, if you know how to celebrate, well, you definitely need to comment on this video. If you watching back and you know how to celebrate yourself and you know how to make sure you pumped up and have your own private, cheerleading party, okay, tell me, because it is something that I don't know that I really learned to do. I learned to put my head down and keep moving, keep working, keep pushing, and all of that, right? So let's talk about what celebration is. Celebration is when you not only recognize something that you have done well or something that is noteworthy, but you actually bring attention to it in a way that highlights, okay? Um, think about like if you're a parent. I'm not a parent, but when I've worked with parents and I think about working with kids, if they do something, even if it's just put their shoes in the right place, hopefully we're like, oh my God, you did it. You did a great job. Why? We do that because it encourages them to keep doing the same behavior and even more so, right? So we are not different. And I think we think because we grown and we're adults or whatever the case may be, that we don't need affirmation. We don't need to be affirmed. We don't need to receive praise for the things that we put time, effort, energy, creativity, elbow grease into. So what? It may seem like it's something easy or it came natural to you, but any effort that you are putting in to making an impact deserves you to be praised. Yeah. So it's like, okay, well, how do you praise yourself? Let me tell you something. It could be something as simple as stopping and having a personal dance party, but it also could be as big as, having a party or a dinner or whatever the case may be. Um, some people really are into rewards, and I like rewards. I definitely do. But I want to be mindful that it's not just about acquiring something, but it's about acknowledging that you are remarkable for whatever it might be. Now, um, it's counterintuitive sometimes, especially if, maybe you grew up in a family where it's like, well, no, good grades are expected. We don't make a big deal of that. Or, doing what you're supposed to do, yeah, you did your chores, you're supposed to do your chores, or whatever the case may be. So I want you to be mindful that if, in fact, that might be your experience, then yeah, it might be a little bit difficult for you to even recognize, kind of like me, the opportunity or the spaces and places where you're losing or getting disconnected from the essence of what you really do bring, because there is not a matter of celebrating that's happening. I'm talking about at the basketball game, football game, sports uh level, cheering and rooting for you. And that means finding a song. That's a great idea. Finding that song that's like pump, 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 pump. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right? For all for you. Because it is the celebration that juices us up, that gives us the um the energy and the mode, right, to keep it moving, to produce more. Um and here's the thing: at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, on a serious note, when we close our eyes at the end of our time, we want to say that we were able to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Okay. Now I know I just heard somebody say, I got a little thing. It was like, well, wait a minute now. We're supposed to be over here laying up and doing our work, and we're gonna receive our reward on the other side. I understand exactly what you mean, right? So the point is that we're not boasting, we're not showboating. What we're doing is we're acknowledging and affirming ourselves so that we stay connected to the strengths, abilities, and capabilities that we have that is sourced by the Creator, that is sourced by God. And yes, that's included. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Let me tell you something, I was moved to such a deep moment of gratefulness when I just settled into, okay, wait a minute now, you out here walking, but you walking in a brand that is yours. And so that's my point. Okay, that is all I want us to settle into, is that sometimes we may be just going along and not taking the time to really take stock of that idea that has made it further than we ever could have imagined. Um, and I want to encourage you that if you're at the beginning point of an idea, to allow yourself to step out on faith, because I'm a living witness that if you stay the course and you allow yourself to walk step by step, everything, or actually exceeding what you could imagine, will come to fruition. All right, so let's stay connected to our the power that is within, that is sourced by God and the Creator. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to move on to the final segment, and that is the daily dose of power. And so, what I want to do is I want to share a quote with you from Alice Walker. This quote emphasizes self celebration that inspires others. And the quote says, "The thing about celebrating yourself is that it becomes a gift to the world." Right? So remember, it's not about attention on me or boasting or bragging or being uh, what is it called, big headed or whatever the case may be, but it's bringing jubilation, right, to what we have accomplished and what we have put the work that we've put our hands to, that continues to spread sunshine, summer sunshine, to everyone around us. Thank you so much for allowing me the moment to share in this recent reflection and celebration for myself. And I hope that you get a chance to celebrate something for you, even the small things that you may think is insignificant. Like, if you've been struggling with something, like going to bed at a certain time or changing your diet or finishing a project, whatever it is, I want you to try it. Maybe it don't make sense, but I want you to try it. It can't hurt you to start celebrating when you get to the end of something that may be challenging for you. And even if it's easy, if it makes an impact, celebrate it. All right. I'm going to let you go on that. Maybe I am enough in me Connect ever so gently with the I am enough in you. Until next time, have a marvelous week and happy summer. Make sure you get outside and celebrate. All right, because that's what I'm going to do. Living my worth, y'all. I am out here living my worth. Yes. Take care. Mwah.